Alright, so it's that time of year again. September rolls around, the leaves start to change, and a new set of iPhones lands on our doorstep. Today, on September 21st, 2025, we're looking at the brand new iPhone 17 Pro, and its bigger sibling, the iPhone 17 Pro Max. On the surface, they might look familiar. That iconic silhouette, precision-milled edges, the camera bump we've all come to know. But as is always the case with Apple, the real story is in the details. These aren't just iterative updates, they represent a significant step forward in what Apple considers the future of mobile computing. Both feature the now standard dynamic island, promotion for that buttery smooth 120Hz refresh rate, and an always-on display. But the real story this year isn't just about the screens, it's about the feel. The Pro Max in particular uses a new composite material frame, making it noticeably lighter than previous stainless steel models without sacrificing strength. It's a subtle but meaningful change you appreciate the moment you pick it up. Diving deeper, these phones are positioned as Apple's absolute top-tier flagships, aimed squarely at the pro user, the content creators, the mobile gamers, the tech enthusiasts who demand the best of the best. With storage options climbing all the way up to a staggering 2 TB on the Pro Max, Apple is making it clear that these devices are meant to be workhorses, capable of shooting, editing, and storing massive files without breaking a sweat. This isn't just a phone for texting and scrolling through social media, it's a portable production studio that just happens to fit in your pocket, and Apple's marketing is leaning heavily into that narrative. But beyond the specs and the target audience, every new iPhone launch is a cultural moment. It sets the tone for the smartphone market for the next 12 months. Competitors watch, consumers debate, and the internet erupts with opinions on everything from the chip performance to the placement of a button. This year, however, the conversation is being dominated by one thing above all else: color. While the familiar silver and a new deep blue are present, Apple threw a serious curveball with a third option. And that's what we're really here to talk about, a bold, vibrant, and incredibly divisive new finish called Cosmic Orange. So, let's get into the guts of this thing. The engine driving the iPhone 17 Pro is the brand new A19 Pro chip. This is a big deal because it's built on a 2nm process, which is a huge leap in silicon engineering. In simple terms, that means more power and better efficiency. Apple is claiming a 25% performance boost over last year's A18 Pro, which was already ridiculously fast. It's the kind of power that feels almost like overkill for everyday tasks. But it's really about future-proofing. This chip isn't just for running iOS 26 smoothly, it's for handling the complex AI tasks and high-fidelity games that are just around the corner. The camera system, as expected, gets a major upgrade. Apple has always excelled at computational photography, and the iPhone 17 Pro lineup pushes that even further. While the hardware itself sees refinements, the real magic is happening in the software and the A19 Pro's new neural engine. The processing is faster, low-light performance is cleaner, and video capabilities are more robust than ever. A new feature called Center Stage Camera uses AI to intelligently crop and reframe video, keeping the subject perfectly centered during calls or recordings. It's a subtle but incredibly smart feature that makes video feel more dynamic and professional, almost like you have a dedicated camera operator. Battery life is always a key metric, and Apple is making some bold claims here. Thanks to the efficiency gains from the A19 Pro chip and a slightly larger battery, the Pro Max is rated for up to 32 hours of video playback. That's well into all day and then some territory. They've also introduced MagSafe 3.0, which promises faster and more efficient wireless charging. But perhaps more interesting is a new software feature called Eco Charge Mode. The phone learns your daily charging routine and optimizes the charging cycle to extend the long-term health of the battery, which ties directly into Apple's big push for sustainability this year. And that sustainability angle is more prominent than ever. Apple is on a mission to be carbon neutral by 2030, and the iPhone 17 Pro reflects that goal. The chassis uses 100% recycled aluminum and rare earth elements, and the packaging is, of course, stripped down to the bare essentials. It's clear that Apple sees sustainability not just as a corporate responsibility, but as a core product feature, something they want you to feel good about when you buy their most expensive phone. Now let's talk about the color. Amidst all the talk of nanometers and computational photography, the feature that has truly stolen the spotlight is Cosmic Orange. This isn't just another colorway, it's a statement. Forget the muted, sophisticated tones we've come to expect from the Pro line, like Graphite Sierra Blue Natural Titanium. This is a bold, unapologetic, and deeply saturated orange with a subtle pearlescent shimmer that shifts depending on the light. In direct sun, it's a vibrant, almost electric hue. In lower light, it settles into a deeper, warmer, burnt orange. It's complex, it's eye-catching, and it's unlike anything Apple has ever done on a Pro model. The finish itself is a technical achievement. It's applied to the composite material on the Pro Max and the titanium frame on the Pro, bonded in a way that creates a frosted, matte texture. This isn't the glossy, fingerprint-prone finish of old. The matte coating does an excellent job of resisting smudges and gives the phone a pleasant, tactile feel in the hand. The color seems to be embedded within the material itself rather than just painted on top, which contributes to its depth and durability. It's a finish that begs to be used without a case, which is probably the highest compliment you can pay to a phone's design. Ultimately, Cosmic Orange feels like a direct response to the idea that Pro has to mean boring. This new orange changes that dynamic entirely. It's for the user who wants all the power and capability of a Pro device, but also wants their tech to stand out and reflect a bit of their own style, creating something entirely new in the process. As soon as Tim Cook walked off that virtual stage, the internet exploded with opinions. The reaction to Cosmic Orange has been immediate, passionate, and deeply divided. On one side, a chorus of praise. People call it a breath of fresh air, stunning, a courageous choice that breaks the monotony of professional tech aesthetics. Social media is flooded with posts declaring it the only color to get this year, praising Apple for taking a risk, and calling it genuinely exciting and different. On the other side, criticism is just as loud. For every fan, someone finds it garish, tacky, just plain too much. Unprofessional is a common word. Detractors compare it to a traffic cone or a cheap plastic toy, and ask who would bring that into a serious business meeting. For them, the Pro line's elegance is compromised, so they stick with conservative silver deep blue. Tech reviewers and industry experts are split, rare for color. Some analysts call it a genius marketing move, a sure way to make iPhone 17 Pro instantly recognizable. Free advertising. They say in a mature market, a bold color signals new and drives upgrades. Others are skeptical, calling it a potential misstep. They question the long-term appeal of a trendy color and whether it will alienate Pro users who value subtlety and timeless design. The concern, Cosmic Orange might sell hot at launch, but its novelty could wear off fast, leaving owners with a device that feels dated before the hardware is obsolete. The debate isn't just about prettiness, it's about brand identity and consumer psychology. For now, no consensus. A true love it or hate it situation. So why does a simple color choice like Cosmic Orange stir up such a powerful reaction? Well, it's because color and technology is never just about aesthetics, it's about identity. For many people, a smartphone is the most personal and frequently used piece of technology they own. It's kind of a constant companion, an accessory, a reflection of their personal style. Choosing a phone in a neutral color like silver or black is a safe bet. It's understated, it goes with everything, it doesn't really draw unwanted attention. It allows the user's personality to be expressed through a case or other customizations. It's like a blank canvas. A bold color, like Cosmic Orange, on the other hand, is a statement in itself. It's not a blank canvas, it's a finished painting. Choosing it means actively deciding to stand out. This immediately creates a divide between two types of consumers. Those who want their technology to blend in, those who want it to pop. There's just no middle ground. This is why colors like this are inherently polarizing. They force a choice and an alignment with a certain aesthetic tribe. You're either the type of person who carries an orange phone, or you're not. It's a decision that says something about you, whether you intend it to or not. This divisiveness is something Apple is likely well aware of, and may have even courted intentionally. Controversy creates conversation, and conversation keeps a product in the public consciousness. Apple isn't operating in a vacuum, of course. The entire smartphone industry is getting more adventurous with colors and finishes. In this context, Cosmic Orange sits somewhere in the middle, far bolder than Apple's traditional Pro colors, but not as wild as iridescent gradients. It's an attempt to capture experimental energy while retaining premium execution. So where does that leave us? Is the Cosmic Orange iPhone 17 Pro a stroke of genius or a disastrous miscalculation? The truth is, it's probably a bit of both, and its success will be a matter of perspective. From a marketing standpoint, it's an undeniable masterstroke. making a color the most talked about feature. However, from a product design and longevity standpoint, the jury is still out. In the battle for attention, Cosmic Orange has already won. It will be remembered as an iconic, defining color for this generation. Maybe not timeless, but unquestionably memorable. By bringing bold personality to its most serious product line, Apple's signaling that professional doesn't have to mean devoid of personality. It's a conversation starter, and for now, that's exactly what Apple wanted.